It's time for Cigar Talk, the fastest growing cigar show in the nation. Whether you're a new cigar enthusiast or a cigar aficionado, we have something for everyone, bringing you the best interviews, cigar reviews, and weekly giveaways. So grab yourself a cigar.
It's time to light them up.
Welcome back to Cigar Talk. I'm your host, Rob Jones. We have the one and only co-host of Cigar Talk, Bryant Falconer.
Dude, why are you trying to do that? Why are you trying to put me out there like that?
How you doing, brother?
Oh, man, I'm doing good. Doing good.
So it's been a great week.
Yes.
It's been a great week.
Yes.
And we just finished the pre-show, and I got to tell you, just so you guys know how the show is going to go tonight, we had a great pre-show, which is just for the Patreons, but it was fun.
If we keep the Patreon.
Yeah. after that pre-show, maybe not. So anyway, the pre-show is just for the Patreons. We want to say thank you so much, guys, for the Patreon support that you guys give us every month. I mean, it means a lot to us, and it's really helped us grow. It's basically kept Cigar Talk going.
Most definitely.
So I want to say thank you to all you guys. Also, if you watch the videos on YouTube, I don't know why you're laughing.
Because I've seen the video.
So anyway, if you watch the videos, though, at some point during the show, usually at the end, we have a credits, and the credits say thank you to the Patreons, and every one of you guys are listed on the YouTube videos because we really want to say thank you.
So watch it all the way through.
All the way. Hey, yeah, if you watch it all the way through, it really drives up the numbers for the YouTube. It helps us grow there.
Yes.
And, you know, it's funny because that's a platform we've been talking about doing for
a while,
a long time, but it took us a lot to get here.
Yeah, and it's thanks to the Patreons.
And it is thanks to the Patreons to let us do that. And so in order to repay those guys, to say thank you to those guys, we give the pre-show every week.
Yes, sir.
And so, well, I can't say every week.
Yeah,
let's not be misleading, because sometimes it's like every week, and then it might drop off to like twice a month or whatever. So anyway, we want to say thank you to Patreons for sticking with us no matter what, because sometimes we are the no matter what.
Yes. Thank you.
So thank you guys.
We thank the Patreons. We thank our sponsors.
Oh, well, I wasn't going to get into our sponsors right now, but since you brought them up, let's just go ahead and dive into
the
that.
Next best thing going.
Dude. Well, so I want to start out with artisanal tobacco that makes Viva La Vida cigars. I'm smoking tonight as a gift from the spectacular co-host, Bryant Falconer.
Yes, sir.
He gave me a Viva La Vida Club 500, and you guys know that if you listen to the show regularly, I'm not a big ring gauge type cigar smoker, but because it's a box press and it smokes just absolutely phenomenal, I love it.
Most definitely.
Love it. You know what? When I smoke it, I really think,
What's that?
like, I like the Torpedo.
Most definitely.
Pretty good size cigar. But when I smoke this, it's like I'm getting more of that.
Got you, man.
You know what I mean? When you smoke bigger ring gauges of some cigars, it's like you don't get that.
No,
you kind of lose the in-depth flavor profile. But on these,
You get
it's
it all.
just more.
Yes, sir. You do.
So big kudos to AJ Fernandez as the blender, Artisanal Tobacco deciding how they want their cigars to be smoked, because they've knocked this one out of the park.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's my new favorite, man. It's that and some
and if you haven't tried the Viva La Vida and you want to, because I hear a lot of guys say,
but it's not here.
I can't find it. I can't find it. Well, all you have to do is look in the show notes, and the Leaf carries the biggest line profile of Viva La Vida that I know of.
Look where?
At The Leaf, which is at 1166
Where?
North 2nd Street, Abilene, Texas. So if you're driving on the interstate
20.
and you're going by Abilene, dude, you need to pull over.
277.
And you know what? Here's what I say. Wherever you're driving from to wherever you're going.
You going to pass through
No. Just go ahead and add an hour and 15 minutes to your trip. That way you can come down to the Leaf, you go in the humidor, which is like walking into the Noah's Ark of cigars because
I like how you
it
put
is
that. Yeah,
huge.
Yeah. 2x2, baby. 2x2.
Oh, it is crazy. I go in there and, I mean, how long have we been going to the Leaf? Years. And I walk into the Leaf humidor and I'm still finding cigars I didn't know they had.
Sir.
So you're going to owe it to yourself.
That's the thing I
Swing
love
by.
about Jay, because he'll send out that bat signal when he gets something new in and let you know. And then you walk into the humidor and you're like, okay, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? And I say, oh, wait a minute. Let me grab one of these.
Hey,
Where is it?
so
Where is it?
speaking
Let
of
me grab one those.
that, what is the cigar name of that new cigar with the lace band?
DC.
Well, I know DC, but what's that stand for? Do you know?
Was it Distinctive Cigars?
Okay,
Yeah.
so I want to give them a shout out too, because I'm a big fan,
Yes,
and
Habano.
that's a great example of Jay bringing in cigars that people love.
Yes.
And it's like, I tried that cigar several months ago when we were at Enfuegos up in McKinney, Texas. And I was like, well, it's a boutique. I'm going to try it out. Loved it. Came back, and I couldn't remember the name of the cigar.
Okay.
So I couldn't tell. I told Jay I smoked this phenomenal cigar, but I have no idea what it's called. So then ahead a few weeks, well, probably like 6 to 8 weeks later, Jay introduces me to a guy who represents this company with these cigars. And I was listening to this guy and we started talking. And when he said that our bands are just different colors of lace, I was like, dude, I've smoked your cigar.
That's it.
I've smoked your cigar.
They're great.
And they are wonderful. And anyway, it's a Texas company and it's an all black owned company. And they are making awesome cigars. And
Awesome.
Jay brings them in.
Yes.
That's the kind of cigar shop that you have with the Leaf
Yes, sir.
if it's something you want or that you like or that it's good, he's going to bring it in.
Yeah, here it is.
So look down in the show notes and call Jay. The number's right there. It's a 325 area code, and he will get you hooked up. Dude, when it comes to shipping, ASAP.
Yes.
He don't dick around. It's not like you pay and then
You're
like
waiting.
if you
You're
were
waiting.
a
You're
member of the Cigar Talk Patreon that Rob mails your shit like 6 weeks too late.
Not Rob, Luke.
That's not how Jay is. Jay takes care of his mailing shit.
Yes,
I
he
hate
does.
shipping. I really hate it, but
That's
I'm
why he
trying
puts
to do
everything
better.
on Luke.
Yeah, I'm working on that.
Mail this out, Luke.
So anyway, let's get to McAuliffe Cigars. Let's hear the trumpets ring, because if you guys haven't smoked McAuliffe, you're either under a rock, you're not looking for great tobacco, you're not looking for great cigars, because if you haven't had a McAuliffe, I'm telling you right now, that's what you want to smoke. Am I BSing?
Nope. 4 to 42.
All that sound coming out of your mouth was to say faux.
Yeah, because I was holding it.
Dude, it was
Faux.
annoying. But anyway, dude,
Faux.
McAuliffe cigars, anywhere from like, I want to say 420 to 42.
4
I said
20.
40,
He said-
42.
He said 420. Now you need
Yeah.
to.
No,
ensure.
420.
That's what you said. Let them know.
But let me tell you guys, dude, at that price range,
can't beat it.
even if you're a brand new cigar smoker, when you walk into a cigar lounge for your very first time, you
Yes,
don't
sir.
know what you're doing. And let me tell you what, if you're a first time, second time, first 10 time you walk into a cigar lounge, let me tell you what, you don't even have any idea what you enjoy smoking. So I highly recommend that you don't spend $10, $15, $20 on a cigar, because first of all, you're
not
not
ready.
going to be prepared.
Nope.
Your journey of a cigar smoker is long.
Yeah.
I'm still learning every
Yeah.
week. And the thing about it is, I'm going to tell you right now, spend the $420 on a Torsador and get a
Yes.
quality tobacco stick, and
Start the
that's a
journey right.
great start
Yeah,
right there.
Start the journey right.
Because now you know for a fact that you're getting quality tobacco.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And so I can't even imagine being a new cigar smoker again, how many different things I would have done different than what I've
The
done.
entire journey would have been different, man.
But on the flip side of that, I've learned so much because of how many mistakes I made. You know what I mean?
That's the best part of the journey is the mistakes. You started off with the pepper bombs.
I disagree with you there.
The blow 'em ups. And then your palate said, wait a minute, this is kind of nice. So you step down a little bit. Now you try to take that ride. It's a full journey, man.
It is. So, but I can say if I was a new cigar smoker, I would love it if someone said, try the Torsador or the McAuliffe A.
Yeah. Ooh.
Those two sticks right there for a new guy.
Especially the A. Ooh, bruh. You talking about getting you started on the right track? Oh,
well, I mean, and let's look at like what Luke has started out with, dude.
Nobody can compare to Luke.
I mean, Luke has had the McAuliffe line, the La Crema.
Yeah, from day one.
I mean, he started out with masterpieces, and so it's like
silver spoon.
I'm like, yeah, you know what? You can suck it, boy. I mean, he has a box in my humidor with these McAuliffes, Steve Zacas, AJ's, Olivas.
Somebody's looking.
And but I was like, dude, my first year of humidor cigars was cigars that you've never heard of and cigars that you probably never want to hear.
You don't want to hear of them anymore.
Right.
They are those that you like, okay, how did you start with this? Why did you start with this?
But, you know, I mean, the thing about it is, and even back when I was smoking cigar names you never heard of because they were so cheap, was the thing about it was I knew when I smoked these cheap cigars, there were some that I liked, and there were some that were like, ooh, these are bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like at least there were some good cigars along the way to educate myself on what real quality cigars are.
Yeah.
And so, and McAuliffe, if you haven't tried them, you got to try them. I'm just saying straight up that there's a whole line for everybody's flavor profile. Go online, look at McAuliffe cigars, see what they have, see what you think will fit your profile, your wheelhouse, and go by there. And then you can call Jay because Jay has the McAuliffe line. I mean, if you want reservas, if you want medallias, if you want Sumatras, and even if you want the McAuliffe A, he's one of the few people that I know that still has some because you know why?
They sell out,
and he reorders before they sell out because he knows they're gonna
because he knows his consumers.
Yeah,
right?
He really does.
Yeah.
Went in there a couple of days ago. Well, you were there, and like there was a surprise.
You were there,
but you know, hanging out in that amazing lounge back in the back, the Havana room, dude. And you know, I talked to Jay, and we're going to start doing a few more episodes from the Leaf. Yeah. It's just fun.
Perfect backdrop.
It's fun doing it down there, though. You know what I mean? I mean,
it's the atmosphere. It's
people
everything.
Come in and watch the show. Kind of gives it a different setting. But anyway, so that's going to wrap up our sponsor section. Sorry if I rambled on because, you know, when you love the people that sponsor you, it's not a commercial.
Nope.
It's a testimony. It's a testimony of how I really feel and you as well. And it's like, thank you. Thank you for supporting the show. Anyway, so I was going to say the Leaf, Viva La Vida, and McAuliffe Cigars.
Yes,
if you listen to this show, those guys take care of us. You guys take care of them.
Yes, sir.
So anyway, let's move on to the weekly top pick 6, SIX. And we're going to talk about the cigars we've been smoking this week.
Find out that Lubbock vernacular.
Yes, vernacular.
6.
So I've already got my picks for my week. Do you want me to go first? Or you want to go first?
That's why I was cold in Texas today. He was prepared.
I was ready. So anyway, my number 3 this week was the Habano Phoenix.
Oh, from Sean?
Sean. Yeah. That Phoenix is really up in my top 20. It really is. So then my next cigar is the Poker Face. The King of Spades. Dude, they sent us some cigars. I don't know if I gave you one yet.
I told you I'm not going to say that anymore. I'm not.
So anyway, they sent us some cigars, and the construction has been amazing. The burn, the draw, amazing.
Yeah.
The profile was, it changed throughout the cigar. And what I learned about this cigar that I didn't know last time, because I'm going to tell you guys, you know, they sent us some cigars before and we had a few construction issues. Yeah. So I was completely delighted with how the construction was on these cigars. I mean, when I cut it, you know, the first thing you do is take a cold draw. Yeah. And it was spot on right where it should be. And I was like, nice. And then I was looking at the texture of the cigar, and you can tell that the wrapper leaf is not really, really, really thin.
Okay.
It's a nice profile of a wrapper. Okay. You know, when I think back to my favorite wrappers, it was the Cabinet 6 back in the day.
The pre-Cabinet 6.
The good old days. Yeah. And so that was really, really thick. But this cigar is like a medium thickness.
Gotcha.
And it was really nice. And it is the Churchill editions. And, dude, the profile starts out kind of like a not quite even a medium.
Okay.
Just a little bit below that. And it's very smooth. Little hint of cedar. And a lot of like, you know, leather. Okay. But not overpowering, you know, just a medium or a light medium. And then it transitions about halfway through and kind of amps up until just a little bit over a medium plus. Okay. And then once you get to that final third, that cedar with maybe just a little bit of spice comes in just to say, all right, we're going to ramp it up a bit. Farewell, my good friend. Yes. Good smoke.
Farewell.
Yeah. So that's my number 2.
Yes, sir.
Good smoke. And then my number 3, I'm going to lay it out right there. It is the Viva La Vida Club 500 that you gave me today as a gift.
Got him on the
Dude, that's a great cigar.
Yes,
I've never said it's not a great cigar. It's not my go-to in that Viatola, but at the same time, it is damn good.
Yes, sir.
Damn good. All right, so tell me what your 6 is going to be this week.
Number 1 is going to be the Hoya by AJ Fernandez.
Which, okay, the La Jolla blended by AJ.
Yes. Great stick.
Kind of peppery, huh?
Yes. And, you know, I love that, especially on the retro hair.
And you know, think about it. If you tell me AJ blended it, I know there's going to be a little pepper on the retro.
Yes.
Sometimes more than others.
Yes. True. The next one is going to be Punch Diablo. I needed something to knock me out.
Dude,
man.
You haven't had one of those in a while.
Wow. And I was like, oh, yes. Here's that punch. You know, it's just like it takes you on that ride. It's got a good complexity, but you are on the full side a little bit.
Let me tell you something right quick.
Uh-oh.
So before you came over, I had already decided what cigar I was going to smoke on the show. And it was going to be the Amazon Basin. I still have mine.
I still got mine.
So, but then you showed up and gave me this Viva La Vida Club 500.
He's like,
and I was like, I'm definitely going to smoke this on the show. But that being said, I'm going to try to save that cigar till next week and smoke it on the show.
We both smoke them on the show.
I can't, there's no guarantee.
Yeah, I know that with you.
You know, I'm not good at saving.
We know that with you. So my number 3 was the Nat Cinco Anniversario 1965 Liga number 4.
Wow. Yeah. Nice smoke. And what was the length on that? Was that like a 7 and a half? Yeah.
That was a good stick, man.
I've still got mine in my humidor. Sean O'Connor, thank you.
Sean O'Connor. Yeah, man. I had a great week, so I thought I'd bless myself with some good sticks this week. And I think I hit that mark. I really do.
Oh, it sounds like you did.
Yeah, bro.
So good pick 6. So I guess one of the things that I want to talk about next was, you know, back in the turn of the century of the 1900s.
Oh, Jesus.
We were hitting what they considered to be the golden age of cigars.
Okay.
And one of the key players, which I was not aware of, was Mansfield, Ohio.
Mansfield, Ohio?
Mansfield, Ohio, which was a small community of about 24,000. And so I kind of went down a rabbit hole and was reading about the way Mansfield became and then sustained as a cigar manufacturing company or city and a retail place.
Okay.
But there was like a couple of brothers from, I believe it was Germany, that moved down to Mansfield, and it was in like 1946, and they started a cigar company in 1984, and I know I'll mispronounce it, but it was like Huttenberg was the name of the brothers. And anyway, they started a rolling company.
Murder that name.
You know what? I won't say it again because I won't be able to say it the same way.
You just murdered that name, man. Ted Bundy. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Hey, when it comes to foreign names, I am like Ted Bundy.
Murder. Jack Nicholson. Red rum. All work and no play makes Rob a dull boy.
So anyway,
I'm sorry.
No, the cool thing is they had several different cigar manufacturers there in, and I don't even remember how many there were, but there were at least 6 manufacturers.
Okay.
And it was
Mansfield?
In Mansfield, Ohio, only had 24,000 people.
And 6 manufacturers?
Yes. And listen to this. So the manufacturers, like some of them actually had like a warehouse where they brought in their rollers. There were other manufacturers that brought in the tobacco and just hired people. Like, take this home and roll cigars.
I need for you. That was the dope game back there. I'm going to front you these cigars. You need to bring me back 5 boxes.
Well, that was pretty much the way it was. And the thing about it is people had their own rolling tables at home because, after dinner, they just, instead of sitting around and visiting, they would just sit and roll cigars.
And they say the dope game started in the hood. It was in Mansfield.
So anyway, though, there were several manufacturers that opened up actual like factory type, and some of them brought in their own tobacco, and some of them bought tobacco from like Cuba, and I want to say it was like Louisiana was one of the other places they said. And anyway, they're bringing in this tobacco, and one of the shops had on average between 600 and 1,200 designated rollers. Wow. And then you think about in Mansfield, and they said that shop would roll like 20,000 cigars a day.
In the 1900s in Mansfield.
20,000 a day.
Man, that's a production line there, bro.
Dude. And hey, check this out. So they said that like the truant officer from the school would come by, and they would, and all the kids would go down into the basement because there was no windows to the outside. And so the truant officer got wind of it. And so like it was 12 stories tall, the building. He would hide out like at the second floor fire escape, and all these kids are coming down, and he's like, yep, there you go. Yep. Bam, bam, bam.
It's the dope game. It's using the kids.
Dude, they use the kids, they use women. Yeah. And dude, they have pictures online. It was something. And so, but what one of the things in the article said, it's of no value if you're making cigars with no place to sell them.
Yeah, that's true.
And Mansfield had one of the biggest, like, not chain, but there was so many different places in Mansfield you could buy cigars. Distribution. And I mean, they sold locally, they shipped out to different states. And in all, Mansfield was producing about 200 million cigars a year.
Ooh.
200 million.
In the 1900s.
At one time, Mansfield was making more cigars than anybody else in the nation.
Wow.
Of a town of 24,000 people.
That's the economy there.
Oh, yeah,
That's
dude.
the economy.
I mean, you think the whoever could get a job would work there.
Yeah, look at it. The kids were working.
The kids were working. I mean, think about it in those times. And you know what's funny is, I mean, not funny, but unfortunate is when the Great Depression hit.
Yeah, it killed it.
All of them except for one completely closed.
Wow.
And it was just like, boom.
Yeah.
Economy's dead.
Dead. Yeah.
And the cool thing is, I read this was there was a shop that sold cigars, but you know, it was they sold a lot of different things. Because back then it was like you could go in and get candy or prescription drugs or
Why
cigars.
are those kids over there buying the cigars?
But you know what I mean? It wasn't a cigar shop.
It was just a convenience store.
It was a mercantile that sold everything.
Say that again.
Mercantile.
Okay. I'll take that one.
I'm glad because I didn't make that
German,
up.
That German word you
Her rocking off.
Stop.
Okay, I
The
think it
feds
was
will be here in a
Berg.
minute.
So no, it was. But the cool thing is, there was a cigar, not a cigar shop, but whatever kind of shop that sold cigars and candy and whatnot. Anyway, it was called the Soprano Cigar.
The Sopranos.
The Soprano Cigar and something else shop. And the cool thing is that shop is still open to today.
Wow. That is cool.
It's run by a young lady, and I could have their first name wrong, but I want to say it was Kim or Jen or something like that, and her last name is Soprano.
Wow.
And now it's called the News Shop.
The News.
You go in, you get your coffee, you get your cigars, you get whatever, hang out.
Sit down, read the news,
Boom.
talk. Community,
Yeah.
Community. Gotcha.
And I was like, dude, how cool is
The
that?
Last Survivor.
100 years later.
Yeah, Last Survivor.
Dude.
And the Soprano is still on it.
Yeah. And you know, then, of course, when I read that, I had to go look up how that show came up with the name Sopranos to see if there was a link there.
Yeah, because of the cigars.
Right.
And
And it wasn't.
oh, okay.
And the connection was the guy who wrote the show, one of his friends' last name was Soprano.
Oh, okay.
So anyway.
That wasn't that fun, but it still was. I'm talking about the Soprano part of it.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Just let it have
dude,
been-
if it would have
was a
been,
connection,
I would have been like,
perfect.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, you'd have started
I-
off with that. Brian,
I-
shut up. No, I got
I-
to talk about this.
I actually reached out to the woman who owns the news shop
Okay.
and said, hey, love to have you on the show and talk about the heritage of
Behind
your
it.
shop.
Yeah.
Because how cool is that, dude?
Man, that's history.
To be running a shop that's been around since like 1906.
That's history, bro.
That's
100%
and it's
history.
cigar history.
In Mansfield,
And
Ohio.
I mean, I saw all these pictures of her. She's smoking stogies and kicking back, and I was like,
in
oh,
her shop.
yes. So how
That's
cool is that, man?
That's cool. That's past cool, bro. That's that upper level, that elite cool. You hitting a certain point then, and I like that. I really like that, man. That's
It was really.
You told me today. You was like, okay, I got the show notes for the day.
I did, because,
and I was like, okay, here we go,
dude. After I read that, and I read it like 2 or 3 times because I was like, I want to make sure I catch it all, because there was a lot of information, and it was. I forgot the website. We'll post it in the show notes of the YouTube video and let you go by and check it out. But anyway, it was cool because all the information that was put into this article was from like 5 or 6 different people that had that history. So when you read it, it's not all in chronological order. You like, oh, that's what he was talking about over here.
Getting bits and pieces and putting everything together. You played detective today, huh? Look at him over there, Luke.
I was smoking.
Oh, God. I hear you, bro. I hear you. Yeah. I think that was good. My mind said at first, I got the show notes. I was like, Lord, here we go. But that was a good topic, man. You went down the right rabbit hole today.
I thought it was very interesting.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And the cool thing is they had pictures, and I'm a huge fan.
Well,
and I
know.
mean, these pictures are from like 1890 to 1930.
Especially the photography.
Yeah.
We were looking at it.
And the cool thing is, one of the things in the article even said, cigars were so popular when you go back through history and look at photos of anybody that was like a politician or a man in some industry that was like, top dog, he always has a cigar in his hand. That's how, and I mean, we think that we're in a boom now of cigars,
Nowhere near, bro.
Dude.
Nowhere
You're
near.
talking about one company making 200 million cigars.
That's
All right, I'm not saying.
But
Sorry,
one
not
area.
One area of the
Yeah.
United States.
Yeah. That's cool, especially with it being populated only about 24,000 people. That's the economy.
And you
That's
think about
everything about
this is like some of those rollers were rolling cigars for like 20, 25 years. The Great Depression hit and it was all over.
They were kids growing up as rollers, man.
Right. So if you think about if we wouldn't have had the Great Depression,
Where would they be?
where would they be?
Yeah.
Because these companies, if it wouldn't have been for the Great Depression, would have stayed in business
Yeah, and allowed to grow.
had the tradition.
Yeah.
And I mean, you think of like the Padrones, the Rocky Patels, the Arturo Fuentes, the guys who've been around for a long time, Davidoff.
Yeah.
Those guys could have been in that realm.
Mm-hmm.
American companies.
In that realm.
Right.
Yeah.
And because we don't even think that's possible. You know what I mean? And these guys were growing their own tobacco. They had it shipped in from Louisiana. And they were like making what they considered to be the best of the best.
Yeah. And it was selling.
Yeah.
It was selling.
And dude, you realize cigars back then ranged between 5 and 10 cents.
That's what I was getting ready to say. What was the price on
A
it?
10-cent cigar was like your
Top of the line.
regular, no, not top of the line, but your like regular good cigar. And like one of the companies in Mansfield made what they called at the time, I can't recall, but it was something like the half something. And so it would be like what is it? The Petite Corona?
Uh-huh.
Because, a Petite Corona is pretty short.
Uh-huh.
So this was the name of something, whatever that would be.
Okay.
And its slogan was great, or the same great cigar, half the size, half the price. So 5 cents for a quality cigar that was like a Petite Corona.
That's cool, man.
I mean, dude,
That's cool.
a nickel.
That's real cool.
I was like, dude, I would have millions of cigars.
Especially now.
Right?
Look up here. Miss B would walk out, it'd be 37,500 count. He would doors in it. What are you doing?
Hey, why you got all those new air humidors?
Don't worry. We're all right.
Be happy.
Oh God, no. You gonna put that song in my mind,
No.
man. Dude. What? Oh, you still loving that Club
Dude, this
500?
Club 500 is fantastic.
Welcome to the smoke shop. Look at it. He's enjoying himself, and he's taking his time with it too. He didn't swallow that
Dude,
one.
where are you at?
I'm lower than you.
See, I'm
That's what I'm saying. You taking
I've
your
been
time.
I've been doing that more with most of my cigars.
For real?
Intentionally.
For
Intentionally,
real?
yes.
Okay.
Hey, did you want a little hit of this? No, I'm good. I'm good.
That ain't-
I've never heard Larry ever say, "Oh, he's got a whole bottle."
No, that Ace of Spades got him. King of Spades, whatever it was.
Yeah, give a shout out to those guys.
Yeah.
And if you are on Instagram, go by Poker Face and follow them, and then leave a comment on one of their photos and say, "Hey, man, we heard about you on Cigar Talk."
Yeah.
Because I'm excited about what these guys are doing.
It's a lot of new boutiques that are coming out that are producing quality sticks,
And it's
man.
not easy.
No.
It is not easy.
No.
Trust me, when I tell you I've smoked a lot of shitty cigars, there's a
bruh.
lot out there.
There he is.
And so to be a boutique and produce good cigars is not the same as just being a boutique.
No.
Because there's a lot of boutiques out there. And a lot of boutiques should just like be like backwoods. You know what I
He
mean?
said backwards.
This is what we're making. We're just gonna sell it all to backwoods.
Bite it off like Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
Just smoke.
And
Strike the match on your shoe, on your boot.
and then spit on your dog.
No, shoot the dog.
Shoot the dog.
Shoot the dog.
So anyway,
Oh, man.
I was gonna say I don't want to.
Peter, don't try to kill us. It's a joke.
Yeah, Peter.
It's a joke.
So I wasn't gonna bring it up, but I decided that just for a couple of seconds,
Here it comes.
the Cowboys won this week.
Lord, I knew that's where he
The
was
Cowboys won this week, and I don't. Here's the thing: they were playing Minnesota, which, first of all, Minnesota's not bad.
True.
They're not great, but they're not bad.
True.
I figured we were going to get the brakes beat off of us about 31-7 or 31-12. 4 field goals, 3 field goals. I said field goal. Where's that bourbon? The bullet.
That's the problem.
The bullet.
That's the problem.
No. So the Cowboys actually came back. They won. I think they were ahead when I started watching. It was like, I want to say 16-14.
Fair weather fan.
And so, you know what?
They're winning. I can watch it now.
No, because I didn't expect them to win at all.
I got you.
I figured they were going to get the beat breaks. The beat breaks. The brakes beat off of them.
Just like the week before.
Right. Yeah.
When it was their bye week and they lost.
Yeah. I was telling Bryant before the show that I saw a meme that made me bust out loud, and it was like, "Oh, the Cowboys were on a bye week," and the response was, "Well, how'd they lose 35-7?" So anyway, lots of jokes about the Cowboys, but the funky thing is, they're only a half game down.
Yeah, because they're in the worst division in the NFL.
How could you be,
dude,
at 4? I don't even know what we are. 4-7, 4-6.
The top 12 in the NCAA could beat everybody in the NFC East.
Oh, I believe that 100%.
Come on, man.
I have never. That's my point, though. I've never seen the NFC East
that terrible.
This terrible. At least one bright spot for the division. But this year,
nothing.
There's just nothing. Darkness. Darkness.
And one team is going to go to the playoffs.
It's crazy.
It won't.
And the funny thing is, that team will be not a wild card.
They will have a home game.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Their record will be, because most of them lost 7 games. Everybody's lost 7 except for
I think,
because Philadelphia's 3-6-1.
Right.
So you're looking at what?
But here's the thing: every team has its own destiny because we all play each other again.
Yeah, 6-10.
And so,
and I'm in the playoffs.
So if you beat your own division, you're going to be the winner.
Yeah, you're going to win it.
So it's going to be very interesting.
And still
to
with
see,
a losing record.
With a losing record, and be a home division
game.
That's crazy, man.
With no people in the stands.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Dude,
you see the game yesterday?
Was it?
No, last night.
Which game?
I'm talking about with Las Vegas and Kansas City.
I didn't finish it.
The county, they were going to allow a small amount of people in the stands. The county said that at first. Then they changed their mind and said nobody. So when they said nobody, it was too late to put the cardboards up there.
So it was just vacant.
It was just empty. It was empty, man. I was like, now that is terrible. That is terrible. You don't even have fake people in the stands. I was like, look at this.
Did you watch that game?
Yes, sir. I watched it.
Who won?
Kansas City. This young man.
You talking about Mahomes?
Yeah. He goes down there and he scores. They go up by 4. Las Vegas comes in. They come down and score. It's a minute and 40-some seconds left. Mahomes drives them down, and every pass he hit, they score
on the money.
They score again, and left them with like 40, 50-some seconds left. I was like, this dude just took this thing down in a minute and scored on them. And I'm like, who is man? He threw one. And I'm an ex-baseball player, too. He looked just like a shortstop. It was like from the side, underhand.
I've seen him do that.
I'm like, look at this.
Dude,
and it was on the money.
You can actually see the arm bend down.
Bend down and come up.
Yeah.
And come up. I was like, look at this.
It's like if you were skipping rocks.
That's exactly what it looked like.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
Or turning a double play at second base. You flip that one over to the shortstop. The shortstop slings it to first. But it's that flip that I was like, look at this, man.
Yeah. As a football player, we've never seen that before.
That's what they said. They said, man, and then they were talking about his feet. They said because he always has his feet in a position to throw. And when you look at him, he's never standing flat-footed.
Dude, and
never.
When he's doing steps, they're short steps.
Short steps, yep.
Because short sips allow you to keep your footing versus when you're trying to really strand out,
you lose it.
You lose your footing and
time.
And the time is so long to where he can throw, like when he knows there's a defender in his face, bam,
It's
gone.
It's done.
He very rarely gets sacked.
Oh, yeah. And last night, the beginning of the game, I don't know if you saw the beginning of the game, he never held the ball longer than 2 seconds in the beginning of the game.
Hey, so did you see, I think it was the Cardinals and the Ravens?
No, it was
Cardinals and somebody.
Yeah.
Who? Somebody good.
Because they came back.
Yeah, I didn't know. I quit watching and went to bed, and the Cardinals won with a field goal with no time left on the clock or something. And I was like, where did that come from? And I'm kind of a Cardinal fan too, just because of the coach.
Oh, from Kingsley.
You know, he was a badass quarterback at Tech, and then he coached at Tech. I didn't think he was amazing at all, but you know what? He's a hometown boy. Got to go with the hometown boy, right?
That's how y'all stay. Y'all run with it, no matter.
We don't get very many, so when you do,
you hold on.
That's
tight.
right.
You hold on tight.
You reach up, grab that tail, coach.
It was the Seahawks.
Oh, so they beat the Seahawks.
28-21.
Dude, that's something, man. So he didn't kick a field goal. He scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the thing about it is, everybody's realizing now.
Dude, how about Metcalf?
That dude is a beast, man.
Dude.
That dude is a beast, man.
He's hard to stop.
He's
only
the new Megatron, man.
Yeah, he really is. I've never seen him until that game.
He's the size.
I haven't watched
the
Seattle.
Power, the speed. He has it all, and he got that killer instinct. He's just like he got that Tyson type mentality.
Yeah,
I'm gonna kill everybody.
I was
man.
impressed. I'd never seen him play before, and I was like, wow.
Yes, sir. Yes,
That
sir.
guy is like Des Bryant on like mega
he had to
steroids.
bring
No, wait.
Bryant in
Did
there.
you hear what I said? He was like Bryant on mega steroids. did you see Bryant came back?
Sure did. And had a catch.
Had 4 catches.
Yeah, I was looking. I was like, look at this.
Hey,
We know somebody who wish they still had him.
No.
Dude, he can still catch.
No. I think he never.
And then the size with him too, because y'all don't have a receiver that tall.
We don't. But I will tell you what, that rookie we got. Don't
until people.
Did you see that catch though?
Yes.
He contorted his
Yeah, with the CD Lamb. Yeah,
Dude, CD Lamb is no joke.
Yeah, that's true.
That dude is going to be something.
Yeah, when he get away from Dallas.
No.
When he get away from Dallas.
No, I think he's going to be a stud for a long. Dallas is not going to let that dude go. I promise you. They paid Cooper $100 million. They're not letting that dude go.
Again. He drinking Kool-Aid, not bourbon, y'all.
No, I'm drinking the bullet, baby.
He drinking Kool-Aid again. It's until shut up. I'm gonna leave it alone. My mouth is closed.
Well, yeah, because y'all's team sucks balls.
It's nowhere near y'all's.
No. You guys got nothing.
Yeah, because everybody's hurt.
I didn't say why.
Your team is not hurt and still suck balls.
Fair. But let me tell you this. I was excited the way they played Pittsburgh, even though they lost.
Yeah.
And I was completely shocked
With Minnesota.
I thought Minnesota would blow us out.
The thing is, people are looking past the Cowboys, and that's a dangerous thing to do.
It really is.
It's a dangerous
It
thing
is.
to do. Because they
Anytime.
do have a squad. They do. They don't have the full content of everybody that they're supposed to have, but
they
every
got
once in a while,
guys
yeah,
that
they
are
got the
going to burn
pieces.
you.
They got the pieces together, and then you get a
Dude,
quarterback
did
back
you
in
see that hit?
Oh.
What's his name? The white boy, Weffinger, something. I don't see. That's how big of a
He's
Cowboy fan
murdering-
I am. I don't even
he's
know the dude's
murdering
name.
names again.
Hey, what's that dude's name?
Who,
the white linebacker.
That's what I sort of thought you were
the
talking about.
white
And
linebacker.
it
You
doesn't-
know.
And it doesn't start with a K. It starts with an H.
What is it? You don't know.
It starts with an H, though.
Anyway,
That's why I don't
dude,
know.
did you see the hit he put on? Who were we playing?
See? Do you see this? I told you, a fair weather friend. He looked at the game when the hit came and they were in the lead. Hold on. Please hold on.
Dude, let me tell you something. I want to believe in the Cowboys, but they have screwed me so many times.
Here they go again.
Can't do it.
Yeah, I
Can't.
feel you, man.
Hey,
I went through that.
like President George W. Bush says, wouldn't be prudent.
Wouldn't be prudent.
Not gonna fall for it.
I love it, man. I believe truthfully that because the players have been arguing for years about no spring training, no training camp.
Oh,
no
absolutely.
training. This year you didn't have a training camp, and
the noticeable difference.
How many injuries, man, especially in the beginning of the season.
Well,
everybody was getting hurt.
But that's because that's what you normally would have during preseason.
Yes.
So what difference does it make? I'm all for getting rid of preseason.
Yeah, but the point is the season counts. Those people get those little nicks and stuff during the preseason. They have a time to rest back up and come back for the season, and the muscles are a little bit stronger.
Okay, whatever. I don't care.
But you start off the season like we lost Bosa in the beginning of the season.
Okay, and he ain't coming back.
Not till next year.
Right.
And
so
then
what difference would it make?
What's the name?
If he did that in preseason or if he did it in regular season, what difference does it make? He's out.
Nah, bro. Just like Joe Burrows yesterday. He tore his ACL, MCL, and something else lower on his leg.
So it was going to happen regardless.
Okay.
I mean, we're this far in the season. We can't be looking back to preseason going, well, if we would have done that, he wouldn't have got injured.
Yeah, they'd still be playing.
No.
Anyway.
No.
Okay, got the ghost over there in the corner.
Singing. I'm gonna whip somebody's ass.
If you don't get along.
Dude, we used to have a boss at my previous job, and we had it programmed on the cell phone. Every time he called, that's the song that would play.
Wow.
He was about 4'10". He would come in at 4:30 in the morning wearing like this, 80s sweatsuit, and his hair was all spiked up gray. And he was just like, hey, yeah, it was
Did
something.
you wake up gnarling like that?
Hey, so anyway,
Nope.
Are we getting to
Nope.
the Cigar 2020
Oh.
Christmas gifts ideas?
Yeah. You got them?
I don't know, do I?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me look them up.
He got to look at both of his phones.
Well,
That's a bad man. He got two phones.
no, I hate two phones.
He ain't two chains. He two phones.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't know.
He said, wait a minute. Hold up.
Bryant sent me something. That's you sent me a picture. Okay, cool. Well, if you go to YouTube, we're actually going to put these pictures up in the video so you can actually see what that you would be ordering from the Leaf, because they're doing all these gift sets, and we love gift sets. One of the things I love about gift sets is that they are usually sampler packs from a brand. So not only do you get to try a cigar from a brand, you get to try, like, I won't say their entire line, but a lot of times you try different, like 4, 5, 6 different cigars from that company. And so we're going to go through gift ideas for the cigar smoker in your Christmas Santa life. Ho, ho, ho.
You didn't sound like a pimp named Slickback saying that.
I'm a pimp.
Named Slickback.
What's that? How's that song go? It's hard out here for a pimp.
No, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
If Larry chimes in and says nope.
Nope. Leave it alone.
Okay, so one of the first gift ideas is the Partagas sampler. And the cool thing is it comes with 5 different Partagas cigars, which I want to say I've smoked all of those. and it's got the white label, the black label, and then the Century, and then a couple of other ones that I don't know the name of them, but I know I've smoked them. And then it also comes with a jet torch. So you get the sampler with a jet torch as well. And then he's also doing, down at the Leaf, he's doing a McCaff sampler pack that says Taster Passport. So it's the McAuliffe, and he has different cigars in there to add to your passport collection, which I see one of them is the Leyenda No. 2, the Experiencia, and the McAuliffe Reserva. Yeah. And then he has another McAuliffe set that is going to be a 5 different one with, it looks like the Grande Bold line, the Sumatra, the looks like Maduro, the Nicaraguan, the Lajero, and I can't tell for sure what that last one is. And then he has another McAuliffe gift pack so he has these pre-sorted in McAuliffe bags, and so you can try different ones. And the Grande Bold, I see right there's a big boy for the Sumatra. Looks like the Toro size. And then he has the Oliva V, which is the Oliva V in different Vietolas. Great pack. Then he also has the My Father's sampler pack, which comes with a cutter and a lighter, and then 6 different My Father cigars. Looks like it has the Connecticut, the Le Bijou 1922, and then that middle one I can't tell, but I think it is maybe the Judge.
That's a good sampler.
Yeah. Oh, dude, and then he has another Oliva pack that has not all V's, but a couple of V's, and it looks like the Master blend. Dude. Anybody out there wanting to buy Rob Jones some
just
Christmas?
Rob, Brian, too.
Forget Bryant.
No, Brian. Not this time.
So anyway, the next one is the Don Pepin line, which also comes with a lighter cutter and 5 different cigars, which is all 5 different lines of the Don Pepin. All right, so this one is a sampler, and it really strains me to even talk about it. Because it looks like it's about a sampler pack of 10 different Monte Cristos.
Yes.
I know you're a fan.
Yes.
Oh, wait. There is some Romeo and Julieta in there as well. Some H. Upmans in there as well. So it's not just Monte Cristos. It looks like it's got three Monte Cristos, 4 H. Upmans, and the rest Julios. And Julieta.
Julieta.
What's that song?
You cannot be the announcer on The Price is Right.
Tell him what he's won, Bob.
Come on down. Ooh, that person isn't here.
Your mother died.
Shoot the dog.
Oh, man. So anyway, then he's got another one that is of the, and I don't know the name of these cigars. I'm a moron, but I know they're the 3 Italian cigars. And, I haven't smoked very many of those. Yeah. Have you?
I had that one in there with the red and green.
That's the one in the middle. Yeah. So it has a sampler pack of all 3 of those Italian cigars. Comes with a cutter and lighter as well. Look in the show notes. Call Jay up. He will get you hooked up with some Christmas gifts for the cigar aficionado in your life.
And this Christmas.
No,
stop.
I was going to say happy days, but no, that's not it. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap up this week's show. We want to say thank you again to our sponsors and our Patreons.
Yes.
And if you're a Patreon, make sure you check out the pre-show. It was a humdinger, and after you listen to it, I hope you don't cancel. But I'm just throwing it out there. I hope you love us as much as we love you.
Oh man!
And when I say we love you, we're parked outside your apartment, looking in the bathroom window.
You're going too far, bro.
Sorry.
Too far,
I'm
bro.
kidding.
Some people are like, oh no.
That's a joke. That's a joke. So
we may lose more for that joke.
So anyway, guys, thank you for listening this week, and until next time.
Keep smoking.